Well, you survived. To all my survivors, this is the BerCHILLin podcast. This is number 9. We're in Berlin, we're chillin', we're BerCHILLin. As stupid as that sounds, that is the name of the podcast. So, yeah, it is what it is. My name is Hula, by the way, and I was extending a congratulations to you. My congratulations to you is very simple. Congratulations on not dying. How about that? 2019, look how far you made it. You could be dead by now, and you're not. So good job to you. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you survived this, then maybe you didn't push yourself hard enough. You didn't party hard enough this year. All right? Because there was a lot going on. I don't know if you noticed. If you never came to Berlin for any reason, New Year's, 1. Mai, definitely huge reasons to come here. Make it happen. All right? It's definitely worth it. This New Year's is no different. House parties out the ass. Fucking crazy. You can really just, people get so drunk, let's say by 2 a.m., that you can really just go from like house party to house party, hanging out and drinking. No one seems to notice or give a shit. And it just becomes amazing. I absolutely love it. I was at one near Frankfurter Tor. If you're from Berlin, you know what that is. And yeah, crazy house party. Neighbors end up coming. It's not a house party in Berlin until either the police, the neighbors, or a combination of the two show up at your door. But being New Year's Eve, there are no police. Or at least they're stretched so thin that they don't fucking come when you call them. And people figured that out a few years ago, I think. Because every year, it's like we're trying to outdo ourselves. Just going over the top with our parties. This year, we ended up having a neighbor come over, and he's kicking the door. Okay, it's maybe like 4 a.m, and he is pissed. I've seen people this pissed, but it's rare, okay? This guy was like next level pissed. Shirtless, naturally. Why would you put on a shirt? He's too angry. He can't even figure it out. That's just way too complicated when you're that pissed off. And he has one leg. One leg. So he's a shirtless, one-leg man on crutches kicking the door, what I assume was his one good leg. You know, I don't think he was throwing his nub at the door, but yes, this is how our party was, wavering. We did end up going on into the streets. Lots of fun. If you go to any really major crowded area, it is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I hope you got to see it. I hope you took advantage of that. We definitely did. We did form a party mob, you could say. It's the better of the mobs. If you're going to party in a mob. A mob is just a very large group of people. All right. Now, a party mob is really fun. They show up. There's music. There's drinks. There's balloons. There's nipples. Everyone's nipples are out. If for some reason, I don't know. It is a mob party. Now, then there's the other mob. Maybe not so good mob. This is the mob where they're coming for you. If you're a politician, congressman, leader of some kind, this is your ultimate fear. Believe it or not, regardless of what country you're in, any politician, if they're going to be honest with you, will admit their biggest fear is not getting voted out. Their biggest fear is having like 500 pissed off people storm into a door and grab you. What the fuck is that? How scary would that be? How scary would that be? You would have like 4 dudes on each leg, maybe 3 on each arm, as they lift you up over their heads and carry you out to God knows where. You can't even move. You can't even fucking move as they're screaming, yelling, spitting in your face. Here's what happens, okay? Because this used to happen back in the day in America. A lot. Like an embarrassing amount. Where the police could not save you. There was just too many people. You pissed off somehow. Something you did, something you said, pissed off so many people that the cops were pushed over. That your security was like, fuck that. And they bounced. Or maybe they joined the mob. He's helping lift you. You're like, Daniels? He's like, fuck you, sir. As they carry you towards a tree, which for some reason always had a rope across it. It was always ready. Just a rope went swinging over like instantly. What the fuck was that? Okay, either they came prepared with the rope, which is possible. It's a mob. They could have planned ahead. Especially now, they have the internet. They could have made it like a meetup group. Meetup, mob, murder. You know what I mean? Or there was a dude who was just standing on the side who saw the mob naturally starting to form, and he thought, oh shit, let me get a rope just in case. That's equally disturbing. But it's better than the alternative. Because the alternative is very awkward. You people storm in, they're pissed off, they grab your legs and arms, they put you over their head, and they carry you to the tree, and there's no rope. They're like, someone get a fucking rope! Yeah! And for 20 minutes, you're standing there waiting while this dude has to get in his car and drive to Obi or fucking Home Depot or something. He has to go find a rope. You're just awkwardly trying to maintain this level of anger. You're just getting tired. I'm gonna fuck you up when he gets back with that rope. You're done. He's trying to talk his way out of it. Please just... I have a wife and kids. He's like, yeah, they're right over there. Fucking helping. No, dude. Any politician, that would be your fear. I would imagine it's my fear. So, yeah, let's stay civil. It's 2019. You know, we're talking about New Year's. It's 2019. This is the year, I think, for human beings at least, where we can decide as a species to evolve. And it doesn't have to be a group thing. You don't need the meetup to evolve. You just fucking do it. You do it yourself. You just check yourself before and not after you wreck yourself, okay? Here's what you do. If you're arguing with someone politically, just don't be a dick. Even if they're being a dick, just swallow your pride and be like, all right, man, well, it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You have to evolve. Because all this argument, fighting, they got Nazis forming again around. What? Why are we doing this again? It is so, you know what? It's not even really disturbing for me. I'm not distraught. I'm fucking bored. I am bored out of my balls seeing the same shit that humans are doing over and over. Okay, we get it. You know what, dude? We can have self-driving cars. We can have really cool shirts with lights in them. I saw a dude with that at Kit Kat. That was actually pretty dope. We can have all this cool shit, and we can have even more if you just stop fighting and start working together. Idiots. So let's make that our new goal, okay? 2019, less face punching, less yelling, less mobs. Let's keep it real, yeah. Let's keep it nice and peaceful. Everybody, and and it takes everybody. Hold on. Okay. Here's what you have to do this year. This is going to get a lot of negative feedback probably. But it's the truth. You really tired of this shit? You have to stop saying that there are different races of people, because there's not. Scientifically, we're not different. We're not different enough to be classified in different races, just in case you didn't know that. Really look into it. It's actually the truth. If you really need to be identified as some kind of race of human, then maybe you should look at yourself and really ask yourself why. Why would you give a shit about that? It's not real. And it's like trying to pick a side. If one side thinks Santa Claus has a red suit and one side thinks he has a blue suit, but no one's sitting here and saying there is no Santa. There is none. What are you doing? And I this is a really big thing for a lot of people. It's about where you come from, your culture, your history, as if it's somehow hard-coded in your DNA. It's not. You're just a human being. You're not special. You're a person. You eat, sleep, and shit like everyone else. So stop saying that. The second thing would be religion. As much as people love it and they think it's great, it is actually just a crutch. That's all it is. It's a spiritual crutch. And it's the two biggest things that bring the most trouble, it seems. There's other things as well, like financial things. There's economic issues, I should say. There's a democracy that's not spreading in certain areas. Okay, fine, fair enough. But as far as the biggest things traditionally that we still haven't tackled, and it's 2019, and if there are aliens watching, it's getting pretty fucking embarrassing. It's probably race and religion. Get rid of that shit. Start treating people on an individual merit. Stop hating people because they don't believe in the same stupid shit that you believe in. It's not helping. It's really not. So that's actually the truth. All right, there's no joke there. That's actually just the truth. So make that your goal in 2019, just for yourself. You know what I mean? You can say whatever to other people, but they have to be their own guide in a way. And you just don't be a dick, and then you'll be fine. You have actually helped humanity by not doing something. All right, how often can you say that? The last few times, I was actually talking about what I was doing lately, and I had a job. I quit that job because I didn't like that job, and life is short, so fuck that. But then I have another job, which I will have to start soon. In fact, I think by the time I post this, hopefully I've already started. So we'll see how this goes. It's actually pretty chill. The people seem pretty nice. Who knows? It's Berlin. There's always chances. There's opportunity. Thank God, or thank non-religion God. Just thank someone. But it's actually really dope. I actually like that about the city. That it's one of the less discriminatory cities I've been to, where people can really judge you individually on what the fuck you're contributing. and that's always good. That's a plus. So good job, Berlin. I'll keep you updated on what exactly I do here. I don't know what I can say now. It's a little, it's a little weird to talk about your job, and I don't think people give a shit. People don't give a fuck about your job and what you're doing. You have to be doing something super fucking interesting. Like, you have to be like a bank robber or something for people to really be like, oh my God, that's your job. Oh, tell me, like they're talking in secret, please. Just tell me all the details. I have to know. That's it. If you're a banker, no one cares, okay? If you're working in a kindergarten, you have little cute stories. Okay, fine, fair enough. But that's about it. No one cares, all right? Although I would say this. If you are robbing people as your job, I never understood why people who say, well, I was just in a bad situation, I was hungry, I had no food, I had to rob somebody. But then, why does nobody ever get robbed for food? Do you ever think about that? Why don't you just cut out the middleman? Because you're robbing people like, I was like, you have a diamond watch, give me your fucking watch, give me your money, give me your purse, bitch. I never robbed anybody, I don't know what to say. But you're taking shit, and you say, well, I want to go buy food. Why don't you just wait in the fucking food court of a mall and just rob people who are coming out? Why don't you that's never happened. You ever someone say, yeah, I got robbed from my meatball sub or my meat lover's pizza? That never happens. Maybe there it is. You actually save some time, especially if I'm like homeless or something. I don't got all day to be fucking around with you people. Just give me your fucking sandwich. Seems like it would make a lot more sense. But I guess don't rob people either. 2019, unless you're really, really seriously hungry, then yeah, by all means. And not to mention grocery stores. By the way, figure this out. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but especially when you're, you quit a job, you lose your job, you start looking around ways to survive. You know what I mean? And I learned that the grocery stores in Germany, at least, and in Berlin, they throw away shitloads of food. They just throw it away. It's not even bad. It just looks bad, or it's just, the expiration date's coming up soon, so they just throw it out in the dumpster behind the fucking grocery store. Are you serious? I would be the fattest homeless man in the world after I learned that secret. That's insane. It would just be me and a bunch of mice laughing and talking and eating cheese and shit, having a good old time. That's what the fuck I'd be doing. With my big ass beard, I don't give a fuck. I'm not embarrassed to eat some fresh bananas. No, dude, that's really dope. So, yeah, there you go. Everybody out there who's scared, struggling, thinking, oh, what if I lose everything? Well, at least you won't be hungry, okay? Just go behind Lidl, go behind Reva or one of these grocery stores and just eat some food. All right, there it is. There's even documentaries about it, so you can look that up. All right, you're welcome. What else is there? Berlin is dope. If you don't live here, come live here. Well, no, don't come and live here. It's too crowded. You can't even find a fucking flat. But come visit, okay? Come visit, bring some money. Bring some money, contribute to the economy so I can get a job and then I can live here and have fun all the time. All right? So please pay for my fun. This is the podcast, by the way, where I give advice to people. They come to me, they have their problems, their issues. I like to impart a little bit of wisdom on them. Why not? What else am I doing? You know what I mean? There's nothing monetized here. I don't think I even have enough subscribers for that. I'm not doing anything to get something about it. It's fun, it's a pastime, and I just like, I guess, helping people who need it. I haven't been able to do that, really, technically, because the last few episodes, I've basically just been receiving these things from online through friends, people who have issues, problems, questions, and I will answer it in my own way, naturally, but I will also compare my answer to the one that was given on that website. So other people are answering it, and I will find who the best one is. I won't read it. I'll answer it myself and then compare, all right? So that's what I've been doing. But this time, okay, episode number 9, I finally have enough that came in organically from Berlin, from people around the world, wherever, and actually asking me directly. So there won't be any best answers. Maybe I'll find a couple in here that were actually from online. I can do best answer, so you see what I mean. But for the most part, these are direct. So I do appreciate the people who took the time to write all these questions, to open up and trust me to try to help them. That's really dope. So thanks. And yeah, let's get started. Let's see. How about some music? Still got it. I know what people does. You know what I'm looking for, but you know what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm going to start with one that actually came from online that my friend sent me here. And I'm going to do this one because, like I said, I can do the best answer part of it. And there is a best answer, which is perfect. So yeah, I'll just get right into it. Let's get started. First one. Looks like it's coming from a woman. It's coming from a lady or a girl. Am I overreacting? Boyfriend suddenly leaves conversations online and replies the next day. Okay. All right. Yeah, that can happen. Okay, let's see. Hi. What I mean is, sometimes we will be in the middle of a conversation online. Then he might say, "One moment," implying he's going to do something and will be back. But he never ends up coming back. He just goes to bed or forgets. Whatever. He doesn't respond again until the next day. Or sometimes he will say something to suggest that he will message me that day. For example, "I will message you later tonight." But then he never does. I guess I hate that he gives me these expectations and never fulfills them. Or I hate waiting for him to return only for him to have gone to bed or gone to do something else entirely. At least he could say he's going to bed. Am I overreacting? Okay. Yes, you are overreacting. Big time. Big time. Not because he shouldn't be giving you the attention or he should just lie to you and say, "Well, I'll be back," and doesn't do it. But I mean, you are giving this guy way too much power. Now, look, I understand it's hard to control, especially if you really like someone, but it does you no favors to give that much power to somebody without really knowing them. And apparently you don't really know them so well if they're doing this and it's surprising you. This is something that you should have figured out early in the relationship. What I would say is this. Hold back if you can. Really giving a person all your trust, all your hopes. It's way too much. It's too much too fast. You should actually be just focusing on yourself, if I'm being honest with you, at this point. All right? You really have to just live your life. You get to know different people. You date different people. You go out and you just see the world and you focus on bettering yourself. You build your confidence that way. And it's going to take that confidence and that self-respect, that self-love, I guess you could say, before you could date anyone anyway. And it does take time to build it. So I would just go out there and live your life. And you know how I know you're not doing that? Because if you were, you wouldn't even notice all these little details like this. The minute he was ghosting you or just not coming back, your brain would just click off to something else. You'd be like, well, then I'm going to go do my own thing. And that's it. You shouldn't be leaning on anybody for any reason. You should be so self-sufficient that this is just like, okay, whatever. Okay. It really shouldn't affect you. And plus, people are going to give you the time that they want to give you. So if he doesn't value you or value your time and he's not giving it to you, then that's it. And if you really do love yourself, you would see that as his loss. Not just like something you say to yourself, that is just his loss. He's missing out on a good thing. No, you would really feel it and you would really know it. You wouldn't even have to say it to yourself. It would just be that this is a stupid person because I'm fucking amazing. You don't have to be like Trump. Don't be like, narcissistic. It just means like you're self-assured. You know what's up. You know what I mean? So focus on yourself, learn to love yourself, and don't let shit like this bother you. And if he doesn't value your time, fuck him. Get rid of him. All right? That's my advice to you. I wish you luck. Okay, yeah, best answer. You are not overreacting. You are just failing to recognize what is going on. You are way more invested in this than he is. The one moment thing surely has to be someone who is tired. Wait, the one moment thing surely has to be someone who is tired of the conversation. Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. They're saying like when he's like saying, just a moment, that has to be coming from someone who's not really into you. He's tired, and instead of facing drama by saying he's tired, he opts for the coward way out. Can't you see that? Okay, well, yeah, so he's just tired of the conversation. He's being a coward. Maybe he's doing what I said. Maybe he's really focusing on himself. And he's like, I'm going to better myself. But that doesn't entail fucking with people or not doing what you say you're going to do. That should be a part of, bettering yourself. So he's not off the hook. That still is a dick move, what he's doing. But it shouldn't be affecting you that much. It should be like, well, then he's not the dude I want. That's it. Period. Or not even that he's not the dude you don't want, but maybe not right now. He's still growing. He's not at the point of his life where he can give you what you need, and then you have to move on. All right. I know that maybe sounds cliche, but believe it or not, that is the truth. That's the best. I mean, for me, that's the best answer. All right. Next one. Hey, Hula. Okay, this looks like it's a direct one. Okay. So no best answer, unfortunately. Hey, Hula. What's your advice for avoiding seasonal depression in Berlin? It's my first time living somewhere so cold and dark. I also work from home, so it's even more isolating. Thanks, EP. Okay, EP. I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. Keep in mind, I came from Hawaii to Berlin. And so my first winter here was horrific. I was really walking around irritated. I was asking people really stupid questions. I was like, who the fuck was the first guy who came to Berlin and thought, oh, yeah, this is perfect. This is nice. I can do this every year. Who was this idiot? Because I don't understand it. It is horrific. But it just took time. You know what I mean? You kind of get used to anything, I guess. But for the first winter, if it's really driving you mad, especially if you're home alone all day, find someone, because I imagine you're doing work, so you can't chat all day. Then I would say turn on the lights. Start there. First place to start. You're going to have a little bit of a light bill, but trust me, it's worth your sanity. And you won't have to do it every winter because eventually you'll start to get used to it. All right? Turn on all your lights. Keep it bright. Use the red lamp. You know what I'm talking about? One of those little UV lights. Though that would be your best friend. Okay? Just do a few minutes at a time. It really does help. So lights. Definitely. If you can smoke or vape, I would highly recommend like CBD oils. They're actually really, really good. If you don't want, especially if you have to work, you can't just be sitting there getting stoned all day, I imagine. Depending on what you're doing. If you're babysitting, it's fine. You can be high all day. But any other job, you might want to focus. But yeah, CBD oils are the best. And also, self-care. Meaning, listen to your body. Listen to yourself. Know what you're needing right now. Try to waking up early and go outside and get whatever sun there is there. Whatever light there is. Dress extra warm. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you, knowing what you need, what makes you happy. Give yourself a little extra in the wintertime and don't feel guilty for doing it because you know you're carrying yourself through to the next step, which is just making it to spring, which is just surviving this motherfucker. All right? So take care of yourself, listen to yourself. And yeah, there's many options. I know I was trying to avoid the main thing, which is what I did, which is I tried to get out more and I tried to see people, or whether I go to their house for movie nights or invite them over. But I hesitated because I know you said you work from home, so you can't just have people around you all day. You're not working. But after you're done working, that's another thing. People, human contact. It does way more than you think it does. Push yourself to go out or invite people in to your sacred area. And that's definitely going to help. All right. And because I see that you're in Berlin, you can definitely hit me up with an update. Let me know if that helped or not. All right. I wish you luck. Next one. Dear Hula. Oh, look, it says dear. It's almost like a letter. All right. Dear Hula. I don't know what this, you know what? I'm just going to, who cares? Who cares? I'll do the voice. I have to say I usually don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but yours was recommended to me, and I really enjoy it. Aw, thanks. I moved to Berlin from Spain 5 months ago, and have been dating a bloke 3 months. Okay, it says bloke, so I'm guessing the person's from the UK or something. All right. However, our New Year's Eve, he got so drunk at a house party that he fell asleep on the sofa, and I was on the balcony. Balcony, I guess we're in Berlin, having a smoke. His best friend came out to talk to me, and we, in the end, were kissing. I was also pretty drunk and don't remember everything, but I remember he kissed me first, and I definitely kissed him back. After only being together for 3 months, should I even mention this to my man? Any advice would be good. TM. All right, TM. So, you've been with the dude for 3 months, it looks like, and you're already kissing someone else, and you were drunk. I don't know, I'm on the fence about this one, because a lot of people say, oh, when you're drunk, the truth comes out, which can be, but also, maybe something that's not your truth comes out. Meaning maybe you don't know what your truth is, and so you'll just try something and it's seeking your truth. And this sounds like the explanation of a guy who cheated. Nah, baby, see what happened was I was trying to seek my truth, and I thought the truth was in her panties. And so, no. It's not an excuse, all right? But really, though, you're just trying to figure out what you want and what you don't want. Now, what you did was really fucked up, because if the person finds out, that might really hurt their feelings. But it doesn't mean you did it just because you disregard their feelings. You just put yours ahead of theirs, which is also fucked up. No, people are going to give the usual, okay? The cliche would be, you got to be honest. You just got to tell the guy and say, look, I kissed someone and it was wrong, and can you forgive me? You know what? There's nothing wrong with that answer. That's totally fine. However, I will say this. If the person will never find out, and you've had a talk with this friend who maybe is equally embarrassed and equally like, oh, what the fuck was that? That can't happen. Then maybe you don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say anything. It depends how much is bothering you, okay? If it's eating at you and you think it's really fucked up, go for it. Clear the air and get it out. But I'm of the argument where if it's something so small and it's only been 3 months that you're together and you've learned from this and you know in your heart you would never do it again because this made you feel so bad, then there is no reason to hurt the person because you got your lesson out of it. They don't get hurt for no reason and life goes on. As long as the other person can keep their fucking mouth shut. Yeah. So that's my advice to you. Tell them if you're feeling guilty. If not, keep it a secret and move on. Or use it as your answer. Use it as your answer. If you just were kissing other people and you liked it and you're not really into this guy maybe so much, then definitely tell him that and maybe get out of this. Don't let it get too serious if you're not feeling it, the same way. All right, that's my advice to you. I wish you luck. All right, next one. All right. Hi, Hula. I need advice. I'm living with my boyfriend for 1.5 years. I moved to Berlin for him, and I live in his flat. He is German, and I am from... Okay, I'm not going to say where you're from because it's pretty specific. If you're in Berlin, people are going to know who you are, probably. All right. So, he is German. I am from blank. I'm from Alaska. I'll say that. When I met him, we were best friends, fast, and I love talking with him. But lately at home, he does not help with many things. He plays only on his computer, and we don't talk very much. I work small jobs and was taking classes, but now I cannot because of stress. I am not happy with him and the way he lives. I told him that, and I told him I'm bored, but his work makes him very tired, and he does not like to go out. I do not speak German so good, and finding things to do on my own is hard. Last winter, I became very depressed, and our relationship was hard. Now winter is starting again, and I don't want to do this again. Okay, look. If English isn't your first language, it doesn't matter. Write to me anyway, and I'm gonna try to find my way through it to put it out there. It's fine. Don't trip, all right? Because I think I understand what you mean. I feel to want to break up. I think you feel like you want to break up with him. But I don't have many good friends, and I don't have anywhere to go. I feel trapped. Please help. JL. Wow. Okay, JL. These are actually really getting real. So you're in the flat most of the day. You do go to work, but you like to go out more. He seems like he's hibernating, like a bear. He's just playing games on his computer all day. He's not paying attention to you. Look, I'm trying to look at this thing from two different angles here. Because, first of all, for him, he's your partner. So he's technically supposed to be supporting you. If you're really having a hard time sitting there watching the back of his head while he's playing Call of Duty, then, yeah, you have to say something. And that should be his responsibility. To be like, yo, all right, fine, I'll take you out. We'll go do this. We'll find something fun to do. Because that's something you need for your sanity, for your emotional well-being, just to be to be the best you require this. And no different than a person who, I don't want to say it this way, but who doesn't take care of his car or something, that shit's gonna break down. And it goes both ways. What you do for him, what he does for you. You both have to take care of each other. And it doesn't sound like he's taking care of you in the way that you need. So you say making friends is hard. Okay, fair enough. I can see that. You come from a very distinct place. There's probably not a lot of people who, know things about you. But if you can put away whatever shyness you have and actually really branch out and just meet people from different places, then you can probably meet a lot of really cool people, especially in Berlin. It's really, really easy to do. So going out more and learning to love to be alone will be your best friends if you're surviving winters in Berlin for the first time and you don't know anybody. I mean, you can spend a lot of time alone, but if you learn to love it, then it doesn't become something scary or an ordeal that you have to do. And this just comes with time, and it comes with self-honesty. Not just being honest with your partner. Of course, that's important, unless you kiss someone on the balcony, and then fuck that. But other than that, it is really important just to be honest with yourself about what you can tolerate and what you can't, or what you need and what you don't. So maybe I need to go see a movie sometimes. I'm just gonna go do it. I'm not gonna sit and wait for him. Maybe I'll meet someone at the movie theater. I'm not saying cheat on them. I'm saying you can meet a friend who also obviously likes movies or is going alone. These things actually happen all the time. It just takes us to branch out and try to find it. So my advice to you is let them know everything you told me. And if you're really on the point where you just can't do it and you're gonna break up, then there's not so many options. If you're saying you can't afford to do it, which is a lot of people's story here, then it may just require going home. And I know that's everyone's least favorite decision. At least some of my friends, to have to move back in with their mom, that could suck. But if that's your only option, then you're gonna have to do it, dude. I'm so sorry. Yeah, be honest with yourself. That's it. I guess that's my answer. All right. I wish you luck. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is going back to online. It looks like. No. Wait, this one. Yeah, I guess I read them all. Okay, so there's 3 from Berlin. Here's another one. This is from online, okay? Oh, yeah, you're going to tell it's from online. All right, so this from my friend. It says, is it normal to be attracted to ass and boobs but not pussy? Okay. Is it normal to be attracted to ass and boobs but not pussy? Someone answered this. I'm just not attracted to pussy at all. But I'm not gay at all either. Okay. I love how he's throwing up that defense. That must have been the answer he was getting the most, especially if he's in America. I get, I don't know how old you are. Maybe you grow into liking the sex or gender that you're attracted to bit by bit. Maybe if you were gay, you would like one left ball and then a right ball and then his dick. I don't know. But apparently that's how you're seeing the women that you're supposedly attracted to as by body parts. I don't know. Is it hampering your sex life? Then yeah, I guess it's a problem. If you're just like rubbing her booty and then like licking her boobs and then putting on your hat and going home, then yeah, she might have a small problem with that. So I guess it depends on how much is affecting you. But is it normal? Dude, what is normal? There is no normal. Everyone's different. Who was there? There was, fuck. I'm not going to remember this guy's name. He's a doctor, but he once said, the only normal people are the ones that you don't know very well. I think he was a psychiatrist maybe. But yeah. Very, very true. Everyone has their kink. Everyone has things about them that are a little odd. So this is just who you are. Again, it goes back to learning to love yourself. So love that about you, even though you don't love vagina, and just trust that, hey, maybe one day you will. Or maybe you're asexual. Maybe you'll just be bored with the boobs and the ass and you never come around to vagina and you look at a dick and you're like, okay, gross. And then that's it. You just love yourself, I guess. But there's nothing wrong with that. Even that is normal, doing finger quotations. I know you can't see me, but that's normal. All right? I wish you luck, dude. Oh, yeah, and here we go. Best answer. Yes, I think it just means you're attracted to their body parts, but are not ready to have sex. Don't worry about it. That will change. All right. Maybe this he thinks this is a kid. Yeah. If you are young, then maybe this person has a point. It may change with time. Just wait and see what happens. All right? Yeah, so good luck. And you know what? I think that's it. There's one more, but it's really raunchy, and I'm not getting into all that right now. Maybe next week, all right? Or next time, I should say, because I don't know when I'll post again. But that's it. If you have issues of your own, you can feel free. I mean, you can write to me. Here's the information. Let me say that first. Blah, 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 blah. Email me. You can message me directly. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to answer it for you on the podcast. All right. I do hope you guys have a good start to your year. I really mean that. This life is so short. Sometimes if you really take the time to think about it, it's overwhelming. But you have to think about it from time to time or it doesn't make sense. All right. I wish you guys all luck out there. Take care of yourselves. Here if you need me. Ciao.